Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WTW's first premier event since our return, Reborn. This is what it's all about tonight, an 8-man Gauntlet eliminator for the WTW Championship. One of these 8 men, Armbruster, Chambers, Hendrickx, Jetpack, Juggernaut, Hendrickx, Relic, WTF. One of these 8 men is going to walk out with the gold, the most prestigious prize in WTW.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to WTW's first premiere show, Reborn. I am Grayson Bourne, and it is my honor to unveil the new WTW Championship belt.
The following will be a Gauntlet elimination challenge, with 2 men beginning and another contestant entering every 3 minutes. Elimination will be by pinfall or submission only, with the last man standing being the WTW champion.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard the rules there from Deuce and General Manager of WTW, Grayson Bourne, and we're wasting no time. Let's get this underway. Oh no. Oh no. He's contestant number 1.
I said, if I was contestant number 1, I was gonna be pissed. Oh. Contestant number 2 is gonna be a sorry motherfucker.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. That is a very physically imposing man, and I am glad that I'm sitting here in the commentating booth watching him be pissed off from a distance, and I am glad that I'm not entrant number 2, because whoever is entrant number 2 sounds like they're gonna have to pay a serious price. Juggernaut has been contestant number 1 in most multi-man matches in WTW history, and this one is no different. In contestant number 2, here we go. Oh no. Oh no. The most unique, strange individual to ever step foot in a WTW ring. That was the case 10 years ago. That is the case now. Doesn't look like much has changed for WTF in the last decade. But what I do know is he is meeting, going face to face with a crazy, psychotic, schizophrenic clown who wants nothing more than to destroy number 2. And unfortunately, WTF drew number 2.
That's a fucking butt crack baby if I've ever seen one.
Ring the bell.
Well, this Gauntlet eliminator for the WTW Championship is underway. Juggernaut opened up there with a clothesline. And another clothesline to WTF. The power of Juggernaut is on serious display early in this match. Juggernaut laying those stomps down. It looks like WTF might have tried to say something to Juggernaut there, gasping. Juggernaut throwing him into the corner using that serious power, and again just throwing those shoulder strikes in. Juggernaut so far is staying true to his promise.
You gotta be kidding me. They make me contestant number 1, and they send me this bullshit.
Listen, I can't repeat what Juggernaut said earlier about what contestant number 2 is going to be, but you guys heard it, and so far, he's doing exactly what he said he was going to do. And Juggernaut is laying in those stomps. He is whooping WTF here early. Dropping that 235-pound frame on WTF, and you know what, going for it for a second time, and a third.
One more for good measure.
And a last one for good measure as Juggernaut drops all of his weight on WTF with that ferocious elbow drop. And WTF is in serious pain here. Serious pain. Juggernaut.
I just can't believe they sent me this. I mean, what the fuck even is this? Look at him. This shit, gay as fuck. Gay as fuck.
Again, more words I can't repeat from Juggernaut, but you heard what the man's opinion is on WTF. And WTF is paying a serious price for just simply being the unfortunate man who drew contestant number 2. Juggernaut throwing him up in a world's strongest slam by the psychotic clown. Cover 1, 2, and WTF staying alive early, but this has been all Juggernaut. And it looks like now it is going to be time for entrant number 3, and it's going to be Jetpack. Jetpack coming into this with a ferocious Juggernaut and an already beaten down WTF who's paying the price for being contestant number 2. Jetpack, a part of a tag team match alongside Ace Armbruster against Jackson Hendrickx and Chase Chambers in his second match in WTW's Gauntlet for the WTW Championship. Here we go. The former baseball star going to see if he can walk out with the gold tonight. Jetpack making his way to the ring. Jetpack with a very, very impressive performance in that tag team match against Hendrickx and Chambers, alongside the forever cocky, arrogant Ace Armbruster.
Jetpack, Jetpack, Jetpack! You're mine!
That is a very unstable individual to have to walk in the ring with.
Oh, Jetpack. I've been waiting to get my hands on you.
Jetpack trying to throw those forearms,
I
but
personally prefer
they're not even stunning Juggernaut. Jetpack again trying to weigh in those forms to see what he can do. And look at the power of Juggernaut, just chucking Jetpack across the ring and following it up with a brutal clothesline. Jetpack might be in serious trouble.
You're pathetic.
Oh, Juggernaut weighing in the beating again. Jetpack looking to maybe go for the famous, and he gets caught. Sit out powerbomb by the psychotic clown. Kick out at 2. Jetpack surviving. Juggernaut getting a little frustrated here. I think he wants to put one of these 2 men away in the gauntlet. Again, as you heard the rules, only way to be eliminated is by pinfall or submission. And a brutal choke slam by Juggernaut. 1, 2, and Jetpack again staying alive. Juggernaut, once again, you see the frustration. Listen, we know this man used to be an avid tequila drinker, but I think he's replaced tequila with Trin. And I can't comment on WTW's drug policy, the drug testing policy, but I don't think it's all that serious. And I think this man's on some Trin. Juggernaut again getting WTF up for a sidewalk slam. Cover. And a kick out at 2 by WTF. Juggernaut's starting to wonder what it's going to take to get one of these men eliminated. The less there is, the greater chance he has at winning.
I cannot fucking believe it.
You heard it there. The always explicit language of Juggernaut, that is one thing that hasn't changed, despite his ferocious power has. Jetpack looking to suplex Juggernaut, but I don't know if Jetpack's going to be able to do this on his own. Juggernaut continuously blocking those suplexes. Jetpack trying to fight back. WTF trying to get in on the mix. Maybe looking to suplex Juggernaut. Oh, no, 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 no. In a double suplex. Juggernaut suplexing both of them. Let's take another look at this. This match since the start has been all Juggernaut. You see the choke slam there. You see the sidewalk slam on WTF. And now you see the man suplexing both of these individuals. Jetpack and WTF both being suplexed by Juggernaut. Again, look at the power of Juggernaut. Well, it looks like it's time for contestant number 4. As Hendrickx, the Pakistani native, is going to make his entrance into this match. Hendrickx was a very impressive individual years ago in WTW.
Where do you fucking have, you scary little clown?
Well, you heard it there. He made his intentions loud and clear. Oh, no, no, no. These 2 men are going to have a test of strength here. Juggernaut and Hendrickx. We've seen the power of Juggernaut on full display here. And Hendrickx trying to hold his own. These 2 men pushing each other back. The might from the Pakistani native getting Juggernaut into the corner. Irish whip and following it up. Clothesline by Hendrickx. Dropping the psychotic clown. And a Bronco Buster by Hendrickx. That is the only damage anyone has been able to get on Juggernaut all night. And it comes at the hands of Hendrickx.
Get up, Batman.
Hendrickx looking to get up Jetpack, the former baseball star. And these 2 men exchanging blows here. Hendrickx and Jetpack. Hendrickx, the fresher man here, loading up on that punch. Jetpack countering. What a maneuver by Jetpack. Fast thinking by Jetpack there.
Fuck all of you. Fuck every single one of you.
Well, you hear Juggernaut there, and the ferocious reign of Juggernaut in this gauntlet's continuing as he is laying in these clotheslines on both WTF and Hendrickx in the corner, dropping both of them.
I just can't believe they sent me this bullshit.
Jetpack hitting him with that zigzag. Juggernaut is absolutely not stunned. WTF stalking Juggernaut. And a scorpion death drop by WTF and Juggernaut again. This psychotic clown will not stay down, and a spear by Hendrickx. These 3 men, 1, 2, 3. Juggernaut has been eliminated. These 3 men had no choice but to team up on Juggernaut.
Fuck!
Fuck you!
Fuck!
Nope, Juggernaut was not budging. Like, let's take a look at this. Jetpack starts it out with his finishing maneuver, followed up by a scorpion death drop from WTF, followed up by a spear. It took all 3 of these men to get Juggernaut eliminated from this match. You saw the type of power he possessed, but if this sound is any familiar sound in WTW for me, it sounds like the next contestant is going to be Relic. And here it is. The man with a twisted worldview making his way into the match.
This game of glory, it means nothing.
He said it on Mayhem. This game of glory means nothing. He wants to burn it to the ground and create chaos. Missile dropkick right out of the gates to WTF. Rakesh clothesline countered by Relic. Fireman's carry flapjack. Jetpack swinging for a clothesline of his own. Relic gets him up. And a riptide by Relic. Relic is absolutely laying havoc. Kick to WTF. Following it up with a mind warp by Relic.
Ashes, ashes, I told you. They all
Relic again. I think Relic wants to ensue chaos. Relic is not interested in glory. He wants to create as much chaos as possible, and I think he just did that. Relic appearing to eliminate himself from this match. But let's take another look at this. Starts out with a flapjack to Rakesh, the riptide to Jetpack, and following it up with the mind warp on WTF. This man literally comes in, wreaks havoc, and leaves, eliminating himself from this contest. These three beaten up men trying to get themselves back to their feet. Rakesh, Jetpack, WTF. This is Rakesh and WTF's first action in 6 years. Backbreaker by Rakesh. Beautifully executed. WTF trying to make his way to the feet, having to hold on to the ropes. And Rakesh following it up. Spear! Cover. 1, 2, and a kick out by WTF, staying in it. Rakesh making his way back up to his feet here. Looks to be stalking Jetpack, going for a clothesline. Ducked by the baseball star. Double shoulder block. Both of these men are down and out. It looks like WTF might have been going for the cover, but a kick out at 1. And my gosh, it is time for WTW legend Chase Chambers to enter this gauntlet match. Chase Chambers accomplished everything in WTW. Main evented the biggest shows, had the biggest moments. First next-gen champion. Here he is, making his way. We know what this match means to him.
I'm out for the gold.
Chase Chambers has made it loud and clear that he's out for the gold. Chase Chambers wants nothing more than to accomplish the one thing that's eluded him in his career, and that's winning this WTW Championship. Chase Chambers is telling Jetpack he owes him one, likely from Jetpack not hitting Chambers with that bat. Jetpack takes the bullet, gets caught by Rakesh. Chambers going for a clothesline. Rakesh caught. End of days. End of days. Cover. 1, 2, 3. What a showing by the Pakistani native, but he has been eliminated. Let's take a look at this. Chambers felt like he owed Jetpack one for not hitting him with the bat in that tag team match and immediately getting that end of days. Chase Chambers throwing it up. Jetpack lands on his feet. Wheelbarrow kick. WTF stalking Jetpack. These two men exchanging blows. WTF has Jetpack in the corner, laying in those forearms. Ferocious forearms by WTF by a chop, and you heard the sound of that. Jetpack counters. Side rushing leg sweep. Following it up with a famouser, and Jetpack in his second match looks equally as impressive as he did in that tag team match. Superman punch by Chambers. Followed up by a spear. Chambers cover. 1, 2, and a kick out by WTF. Again, Chambers making a high impact in this match, but you saw the talent of Jetpack on display in the tag match, and you saw it again there. Jetpack leaping DDT to Chambers. Jetpack crawling to Chambers here, maybe looking to get him on his feet. Chambers counters. In a Samoan drop of sorts, dumping Jetpack face first. What an innovative maneuver by Chambers. Cover. 2, and a kick out by Jetpack. And oh my gosh, it looks like it is time. The forever, the cocky, the arrogant. As you guys may know, without bias, I can't say it for certain because I would get fired, but possibly my least favorite performer in this entire company. This guy's... This guy is deplorable, but I'd be lying if I said he might not be one of the favorites to get in this match. Ace Armbruster. Followed up with Chambers goes to that clothesline. Ace ducked it. Stunner by Armbruster. Ace Armbruster making an impact immediately and a shoulder block into the corner to WTF. Following it up with a clothesline, dropping the weirdest wrestler in WTW. And another knee. Ace Armbruster was on the debut episode of WTW facing Jackson Hendrickx, low-blowed him, got himself purposely disqualified, and then on this last episode of Mayhem, teamed up against Jetpack, with Jetpack against Hendrickx and Chambers. Cover, 1, 2, kick out by WTF. Ace tried to get Jetpack to use that bat to attack Chambers, but Jetpack told him not this way, and it ended up causing Jetpack and Ace to the match. Ace again laying in these stomps. And immediately followed up with that patented running DDT by Armbruster. Armbruster in full control since his entrance into this match, and Chase Chambers staying alive. These two men had a confrontation on Mayhem, both arguing who they both felt that they were the favorites headed into this match. Armbruster saying it's too easy. WTF maybe looking to target Armbruster, ducks, drop on the knee, followed up by a neck breaker. I don't like him, but what a combination. Cover, 1, 2, and a kick out by WTF. Chambers might have broken that up, and I don't think Chambers wants Ace to have the benefit of eliminating anybody. These two men, Chambers chased Ace off after Ace's low blow on Hendrickx, and these two men have had an exchange of words ever since. The chase swinging. Ace Armbruster ducks. Could be having that skull-crushing finale, hitting it. Will he put Chase Chambers to wins Gauntlet? Kick out of 2. Chase Chambers staying alive, but let's take another look at this. Ace Armbruster has completely dominated. Look at this combination that he hits on WTF. And this skull-crushing finale, Ace Armbruster's completely changed the pace of this match since he came in. But it might be time for what is our final entrant, the lucky man who drew number 8. It is going to be Jackson Hendrickx, the best friend of Chase Chambers, the arch nemesis of Ace Armbruster, and that's exactly what these two are going for. Ace avoided Hendrickx in that tag match, but he can't avoid him now. Ace goes to the clothesline, Hendrickx ducks, sling blade, Hendrickx off the ropes, leaping, jumping, kick by Hendrickx. Hendrickx going for the cover on Armbruster, cover. Ace Armbruster staying alive. Ace tried to avoid Hendrickx in that tag match. Jetpack following it up. Bulldog! Hendrickx is too focused on Armbruster. Jetpack hitting that maneuver. Hendrickx staying alive after that beautifully executed move by Jetpack and a spear by Chambers. Cover. 1, 2, kick out. And a clothesline by Ace. All of these men taking their shot at one another. Cover. 1, 2. Chambers kicking out, staying alive.
Get up, Jackson.
Ace taunting Hendrickx. These two men have had issues since WTW's return. Irish whip into the ropes. Caught. Spine buster. Cover. 1, 2. Hendrickx staying alive.
Come on, you two. What are you?
WTF is stalking Ace. Jetpack saves WTF from getting Ace Armbruster, the man who brought him into the company, and Jetpack eliminating WTF. Jetpack saved Ace. Oh, no, he wouldn't do this.
1, 2, 3.
Ace with a roll-up to Jetpack. Jetpack saves Ace, and that's how Ace repays him. I tell you, this damn man's despicable.
Don't trust anyone and never turn your back on anyone, buddy, old pal. Screw you, man. Yeah, whatever.
Oh, no. Hendrickx has got Ace up. Detonation kick. Ace telling Jetpack not to take his eye off anybody, but he just took his eye off Hendrickx, and it cost him this spot in this gauntlet, as Hendrickx has now eliminated Armbruster.
Never turn your back on anyone.
Hendrickx following up with the same advice Armbruster just gave Jetpack. Armbruster was he got too cocky, he got too ahead of himself. And it got himself eliminated.
Come here. They screwed me. They knew I wasn't ready. There they are saying that they're the good guys, but there they are taking advantage of people. Yeah. Some alter universe we live.
Better luck next time.
Yeah.
Let's take another look at this right here. So Jetpack saves Ace, hitting WTF, eliminating WTF. Ace, the man that got Jetpack into WTW, after Jetpack helps him, Ace rolls him up like the scum that he is, eliminates him, takes his eye off the ball, and then Ace gets himself eliminated by Hendrickx. And that leaves 2 men in this gauntlet match. It is Jackson Hendrickx. It is Chase Chambers. One of these men is walking out with the gold. One of these men is walking out WTW champion. These 2 men know what it's going to take. Sign of respect between these 2 best friends. Chambers trying to go for that Superman punch. Hendrickx ducks. Hendrickx kicking that arm. Clothesline. Chambers caught him. Cover. 1, 2, and a kick out by Hendrickx. These 2 mentioned that this could be a possibility on Mayhem, that it would come down to these 2, but they would not let this change their friendship. These 2 have been bitter friends. These 2 men exchanging blows. They have been best friends, bitter rivals, but these 2 men have made amends, and they are great friends. Chambers catching his friend with that Samoan drop, lining up for the cover. 1, 2, Jackson Hendrickx staying in it. Chase Chambers and Jackson Hendrickx, they hypothesized that it might come down to these 2, and it has. One of these men is walking out with the gold. Chase Chambers getting Hendrickx back up in that fireman's carry. What could he have in mind? And following it up, white noise by Chase Chambers. Cover. Hendrickx again staying in it. Will Chase Chambers win the title that has eluded him his whole career, or will Jackson Hendrickx, unfortunately, ruin his best friend's dreams here and walk out with the WTW Championship? And we're going to find out, because one of these men is walking out with the gold. Chambers, Hendrickx. Chambers, Irish whipping Hendrickx. Going for a clothesline. Hendrickx ducking. Hendrickx catches Chambers. Sling blade. Hitting off. Hendrickx could be trying to follow up the same combination he did with Ace. Leaping kick. And he connects. Hendrickx might have hurt his back on those. Think about it. He's gotten hit with the spine buster, the Samoan drop, and that white noise. Hendrickx holding that back. Hendrickx might be the fresher man, but that back has taken some damage early, and it already looks to be paying the price. Hendrickx getting chased up to his feet here. Chambers fighting back. Sidewalk slam. 1, 2, and a kick out by Jackson Hendrickx. You know these 2 men, as much as they said it wouldn't change their friendship, you know these 2 men did not want to have to wrestle each other. These 2 men are best friends with one another. They care more than anything about each other. And these 2 men, it's going to come down to one of these 2 men on who's going to be the WTW champion. Chambers throwing punches with another one. Hendrickx slugging back with those forearms, and a discus forearm by Hendrickx. Hendrickx running up those ropes. Tornado DDT planting hit Chambers' head right in the back, but that was a high-impact maneuver, and Hendrickx unable to follow up with a pinfall right away. See, and that's the deal with those high-risk, high-reward moves. Hendrickx made the risk, got the reward, but unable to follow up with a pin. Hendrickx going up. Cover. Hendrickx cover off that sunset flip powerbomb, but Chase is staying in it. Or that sunset flip roll-up. I'm so sorry. Both of these men down and out. These 2 men already have hit each other with big maneuvers. Samoan drops, white noise, tornado DDTs, sling blades. These 2 men throwing everything they have at one another because they know what's on the line. That WTW Championship. Chambers counters, spins out. Back suplex to his former Excalibur tag team partner. Hendrickx again holding that back. I think that back is hurt. Cover. 1, 2. Hendrickx staying in it again, kicking out after that. That back is in pain of Hendrickx, and Chambers has been in this match longer, and you wonder if the fatigue for Chase Chambers is setting in. He had to go through Ace. He's been countered many men in this match, but it's down to him and Hendrickx. Chambers, Irish whipping Hendrickx again into the corner, and Hendrickx again holding that back. Chambers throwing the punches, Hendrickx responding with the forearm. Chambers with a big right hand. Chambers grabbing Jackson Hendrickx off that top rope. Followed up with a sit-out powerbomb. And a kick out by Jackson Hendrickx again staying in it. Both of these men throwing everything they have out there to win that WTW Championship. It has been 6 years, game over 2019, July 6th, since we have seen these 2 men encounter one another. And these 2 men are giving each other everything they have. Best friends, but they're giving it everything. Roll through, leaping kick, right on the temple of Chase Chambers, dropping him. Hendrickx again, and this has been the story so far with Hendrickx and Chambers. Cover 1, 2. Hendrickx has either simply not been able to get to the cover quick enough after moves, or he's taken a while and he's hurt.
I don't want to do this.
And you heard it there. You know this is an emotional roller coaster between these two men, having this match come down to them. Hendrickx, Chambers responding with a right hand, and a clothesline by Chambers. Hendrickx outright told Chambers he didn't want to do this, but these best friends are giving each other everything they have. Chambers laying in the stomps. And Chambers could be looking to go for the cover again on Hendrickx. 1, 2, and a kick out.
2.
These two men want to give each other everything they have, but they also, I think, would ideally want to put each other away earlier. The less that you have to hurt of your best friend, the better. But these two men are competitors. You heard it there. Chambers says he's sorry. Superman punch! Knocking Jackson Hendrickx into their last match all the way game over 6 years ago. Chambers again dropping. The fatigue might be setting in for Chase Chambers. It looks like Chambers trying to make his way to the cover, and he's getting the pin on Jackson Hendrickx, and Hendrickx with a 2 count. Surviving at 2. Chambers trying to get back up to his feet here after hitting Hendrickx with that Superman punch. And Chambers might be, it sounds like he's going for the well again, going for that Superman punch one more time here. Hendrickx ducks! Cut! Blue Thunderbomb cover! 1, 2, Chambers survives! I thought Chambers' dreams could have been crushed there by his own best friend after being caught on that Blue Thunderbomb.
I know how much this title means to you, but I'm sorry.
Hendrickx saying he's sorry. He knows what he might have to do, but it looks like Hendrickx could be lining Chambers up for that detonation kick. Chambers dodges! Chambers dodges! Cut! End of days by Chase Chambers getting to the cover! 1, 2, 3! Chase Chambers is your WTW champion, Next Gen champion, Royal Rumble winner, and now WTW champion. The boyhood dream has been realized. Chase Chambers is your WTW champion, and I am damn proud of that. These two men are brothers, and Chambers showing that sign of respect. They gave each other everything they had. Chambers comes out on top, though. Chambers is your WTW champion. Hendrickx presenting that title to Chase Chambers.
Nobody deserves this more than you.
Hendrickx came up a little short. Chambers was the better man tonight, and Chase Chambers is your WTW champion, and that's a hell of a scene right there. Oh no. There's only one man that has ever entered this song, and it was under my impression that this man was never going to return to WTW. It is exactly what I thought it was, the king of WTW, the most accomplished man in history. That sign is clear. Crunch wants that WTW Championship. Chambers saying no. The king of WTW has made his presence known. It's a ticking time bomb. Chambers, Hendrickx staring off with the king. King Crunch making his presence known at Reborn, making his presence known to his bitter rivals Hendrickx and now the WTW champion Chase Chambers.